Good evening, people. Technical issues. Technical issues. Hi. Youth Day, ama bando zelo. There's too much. Everyone is online, ka? Bad internet. Welcome, call people. Mulishani. Mulishani, how's everybody? Elijah, how are you? But first, Elijah, you are the first one on the page. Good evening, Mwila Lupunga. Evans Ingambi, good to see you. Mulishani, happy Youth Day. How's everybody? How did everything go? How did everything go, guys? I had I was supposed to have a special interview, but it couldn't happen because we have a technical issues. So we are just going to record the interview offline and post it. Yes. So we are going to do the interview offline and post it. Yes. But Queen Buyana, how are you? Agrippa Sakala, how are you? Mulishani. Bayuthi, the future is here. The future is now. We are changing the narrative from the future is the youth. The future is now and here. Youth, take up leadership role. Bayuthi Kuchta, take up leadership roles by youth. Imagine by UPND na bafilwa. Importing thugs to go beat up people in Eastern Province. Shame on them. Shame on UPND. Mulechta import ama thugs. Importing thugs to go bring commotion, to bring violence. But Victor Supokolwe, how are you? Peter Zulu, share, invite people. Tufike 100, Elo Twala Yamba. 38 people watching. Tag with somebody, share with somebody. Chalo Chesu. Even if you engaged block, I know there is interference, UPND is very uncomfortable with the people going online and talking about their governance, which is really sad. Bafano kabila tapayumi tile pa page panonga tamuteme mwefile landi kwa mwako na kuya. Mutwile bofano osha. Akuna ya mibizize fa page ye. Haiwa zero ambola fa page azimita visi mwako na kuya kwa page asili. Luamikupa turamiromba bafanwe uti na maga niambi kwa page yotamwaya andi tawatamiko manihiga muzwa page tago mita. nalanda mchivemba mchirozi mchitonga na mchisungu ba Fanwell. If you are not happy about what we are talking here, you can unfollow the page. Nishangwe mutwire ba Yesu kakuri ya mkazu banana kuru halifera rukamyeza block mutwire bo Fanwell. Zambia ki democracy sha hamuka zwera pili kuru haliferanga amuka zwera pili kuru burera mwamushobo mubata kuri ruburere rukami broka fa page fa kakuri page yeki page ya Luna torumba to It's one Zambia, one nation, One Zambia, one nation, freedom of speech, freedom of them affiliation, Teapala Frankie Bwalya bali fuma ku PF, bale tukana ba UPND, ba fuma kudi ba UPND, ba fuma kudi ba PF, ba Frank Bwalya, bali ya kudi ba UPND, ba pera na kapoto. Freedom yo ine. Freedom tulefwa ya Muzambia. You know? Ba praise singer. Now mwai mwena ba praise singer if you're to me about freedom of association, freedom of assembly, affiliation. Your government is practicing it. No by mwacho kututukani na ifonish. Ba praise singer in your face bamu na mitoba 10-0. Babula ba Frankie Bwalya abale tukana ba haka inde baba pera na kapoto. So 10-0 yo. This is what we call democracy. You should not even complain. Yes, Bafano, we are going to interact. But when you are on my page, you don't dictate the terms of interaction because this is my page. That's how it goes. On my page, I have my mission. I have things I want to talk about. So you don't come on my page and start dictating me what to say on my page. Chendamba wahena moa nandambe muyobohi bafanwo. Mwanda oti ndambe muyobohi. So chetwambano kwambati nywebo ba praising amoribone na ino. Kambotura mwambira lyonse kwambati Zambia good democracy mulatutugira. So now bamitondeha. Bahari benu ba leadership ya UPND bamitondeha kuti Zambia good democracy. Babo ya Frankie Bwalya wali kubatugira bamupaka poto mu UPND woba boss wenu. So ino mwambahi wake up and spell the coffee chetwamba kwanda to wuka. Zuha wena mutu ni mutu uzuhe. Ma praising amu zuhe. Luka mbola chwanyi kanti. If this is not a good example of praise singer Shibukeni, I don't know. If this is not a wake-up call, the appointment of Frank Bwalya to a high office in UPND is a wake-up call to you praise singers. We tell you here that your party does not care for you. Today on Youth Day, my message to you youths is wake up. Especially UPND youths, they have to wake up. Youths all over the country who are non-UPND, they go with what is happening in the country. Youths in the certain region where the president comes from, the former president ECL, when ECL had problems in its governance, youths in that province, they condemned ECL. That is politics. So chatwamba wambat ama youths bali kuma provinces ya ayamwaya. If their government is not performing, they should condemn it. But you know me, I am happy. The appointment of Frank Bwalya into UPND leadership, I am so happy because it has brought shame to you, a praise singer. Turamyeva yonse mwena. Ndefa no kushana palilero mwandi. Iridia shiria kubika ba Frank Bwalya is a good news because it's in the slap of the face of praise singers. Tula mieva. Bale nieba chiloreni uyo aka Frank Bwalya kafumoko fast. Akapera na akapoto na mwikala mulindwi. Ba praise singer balindwi. Ka Frank Bwalya kafumoko bakapera na akapoto. Kala bana bossi waba praise singer. Who have been lumbani madoda. Wakuleka fie bali 2090 bali. Where are you imwe? Mwema lela chibali wakuleka fie mulikuisa. Ka Frank Bwalya kalikuisa. Na bakapera kapoto. Imwe mule lumba. Bali wakuleka fie. I need to play a song. I need to play a song. On this Youth Day, I am celebrating. Because our new Dawn Youth, they have been slapped on their face. Tawon fatula beba. Ka Frank Bwalya ka fumo kona bakapera kapoto no manika boskenu. Era mulelumba. Bali wakuleka fie. Bali paka 2090. Mwandi na chiwa malero nintemwa. Youth Day, wake up my youth. Bali wakuleka fie. Fimbo poke. Ka Frank Bwalya ka fumo kwa kale tukana HH. Kari kuisa ka Frank nika bosken. So ule fimbo le poka nan. Oh my God. It's a wake up call. Tula mieva ba youthi. Ukwebati. They don't mean well for you. They don't. Tatumieva lionse. Mwala pida nomba. Frank Bwalya in your face. Boom, he's your boss. In your face. Mweva 2090. Mule lumba. Bali wakuleka ke. Ka Frank Bwalya ka fumoko in your face. Ka Elias Munsha ka fumine ku Canada in your face. Boom. Elias Munsha was even saying he's not UPND. Where is Elias Munsha now? Aliku Canada. In fact, I want Elias Munsha to support that woman who has triplets in Chieng. Tag Elias Munsha. Aliku Canada kuliale fola. People are actually starting to contribute. There is a couple, a video which has gone viral of a young couple, na bakwatama triplets. There in Irwapula. By Elias Munsha, contribute, spearheads. I'm appealing to you by Elias Munsha. Unite with the people who have started contributing money for that young couple who have triplets. Even me, I'll contribute, but I want by Elias Munsha to be involved. Eva Rico. Orombe Slay Queen, so what? Vanoko, Evan Sambinish. Ule chula, pomulenya mulela, pida mulelumba. Bali paka 2090 ka Frank Bwalya ka fumoko baka pera kapoto. Muchiri mulelumba, bali paka 2090. Ako lumbeni. Tukara miseka fie because tule chulira pamu. Now, how do you feel? How does all the people who did whatever they did for UPND, how do they feel to see Frank Bwalya given a high office? How do they feel? Bale umfashani, ifa kale tuafumamo. Ineta chinkalipe noku nkalipata chile nkalipa noku nkalipa pantu kale na fumamo. Mu UPND na lifumamo kale. Nomba chile kalipa imwe mwe babepa ikalionse baleni bepa lionse. Awe ubaka chitashani uko bali paka 2090 ibaka tubaka bale tupekanisha na ifwe. Bale mipekanisha. Palasti mukamona chama na ground wakampero food. The next thing will be chama and ground will be given post scene. In UPND. Efka chitika. Slay queen na slaying in it. Olombe slay queen, so what? Talipak slaying and about me but fire. Chaka ipashan. Stay in your lane. Bafi refia kulanda nomba kula Twitter fiata maslay queen. Kamule Twitter. Who cares? Vanyogo abaga panyogo mbeba slay queen ha. Wa undi tati slay queen vanyogo abaga panyogo. Motu sabira. Tamujisaja gwamba. Ihabula ya gwamba motali ya kutugira abantu. Ija gwamba jabula ino kutugira abantu. Baga panyogo mbeba slay queen abanyogo. Utandi tali ya utandi tali mebondi jitama politics awatinda wala kutugira muntu. So tabodi uno tali undi tugira. Mbawu maningi ma praising balabu yanga ba praising balabu yanga so botula twataligira kuwambira ati abantu mbomuntu mbayiha takuchemu ya ujana mugulu mbayiha UPND package takuchemu ya mujana mabona ino hijitika busumula marionga ebusu kama na Frankie Bwalya kahira go kemunyawo kaka boss again gamulumba ya paka 2020 ena muri kwenyi omana utali undambe buhule mbontajisi tamukwenyi ama politics sibya tamwahiga mugalege ma politics. Yes. So, yeah, that's the story, guys. The Frank Bwalya story on this Youth Day is a slap on the faces of the youth who believe this lying government. And I'm here to tell you, I had a speech yesterday, a formal speech to talk about the youth yesterday, but I had a program yesterday to talk about the youth day, but today I just want to tell you the youths, praise singers, some of these leaders have nothing for you. If you were doubting, if you are Frank Bwalya, led to Kana, the president, now he has a high office, they are brushing shoulders. Youth, wake up. It is time for you to claim your place in politics. The youth is not the future. The youth are the leaders. The people in a UNIP, they were youth when they took over, when they got independence. Yes. When independence happened, Abena, KK, and the crew, they were youths. The future is now. If you are tukanapa without profit, look at your friends Ground and Chama. Ground and Chama na inibali ntukana. And when you Ground na Chama bali ntukana, nale mwana kwati bali wa perempie shingi, but only nothing. Ground na Chama tapali mwaliba mwana pa interview pali ba mwamba pali ya kuwawa ya fie. Niki kweba Zambia police is compromised. Inganali mine pano that video Ground and Chama made about me. If Zambia police was doing its job, then a Ground Ground na Chama, they will rot in jail. Because if they are pleading for a 50,000, all the people that they have insulted, if they took those people to court, Ground na Chama will rot in jail. Panti milandusha furisha. Esho uya Ground na Chama, they are being protected by the law. Bonsenga tuaima for batu kana baba lumendo. But na Ground, they are crying for a 50,000. Number bonsenga tuaima tuabatuala ku court. They will rot in jail tabaka fume. They can't afford to pay all the people they are insulting. And the time is coming. Elba UPND bakafumapo, and the rule of law is going to prevail. And the ground na chama bakaya mujele. If you are afya munda ya nama. Good to see you, my sister Rashida. Trisha Mlenga, good to see you. Yes. So tulelanda pono kwa tiba youth shibukeni do not be used. Vela mi bonfia. Ela fieke alelanda chamati ground politics in ensere politics tensere politics tensere shiriemira ndwesho bapanga bena ground. One day they will be answerable. Ngabafu mabale bata protect. Chama and ground will be answerable to all their insults. Politics tensere. Uyacha mana ground. Bonsi abantu batukananga baima. They will pay millions in damages and legal fees. Mwina lupunga, yes. Ukeni ba youth mwai mwena, ukeni. Nganuwa praising ulipano, buka praising, buka iwe. Frankie Bwalya kutia moko bampera kapoto. Imo you have been shouting hapa bali paka 2019. Mule umfashani. Okay, but ngatamufuri loba praise singer. Pali fifi aba Frankie Bwalya nishibali mishinda ula last. No kushinda uloko no wa mishinda wile alifwa. Efyo ningalanda fie. Inganwa wa praise singer. Elo ule ifi chitike pali ba Frankie Bwalya. The thing that has happened with Frankie Bwalya, and you are still praising Bali paka 2090. Bali wakuleka fie simbo poke imwenga muchiri mulelumba bali wakuleka fie nishibali mishinda ula chachi nena shiningisha nara shiningisha nomba nara mona situation. We are going to see the situation because kumongu chiri green, they have gone green, they have never buka kumongu. In that situation ba UPND eo babulide Frank bamubika bamupera kapoto front and center is a slap on all of you. Abena matomona likwanya bonse balengata bafurirwe kwenda ba youth na lamisola. Oh you smweba chitalum nangufya ulia wine Frank Chopi ulia. Frank Chopi has put his head on the chopping board because the minute Frank Chopi, the minute UPND goes out of power, we are all going after Frank Chopi because even me, Frank Chopi, has violated me alintukana. Frank Chopi na ine alintukana. So the minute UPND is out of power, we are going for Frank Chopi for defamation. And the entire Zambia will go after Frank Chopi because Frank Chopi atukana ma Zambians once ati mulenya mudera pira. So people like Frank Chopi, you have put your head on the chopping board. Dukula tukana bena Zambia bonse. Ka Frank Bwalya ka fumoko bakapera kapoto na mwikala. Are you no more? But praise singer. Mwadiba no more. To let me mona. Me, I want to see what is going to happen to the praise singers. This especially Lydia Shiria Bena, Lydia Frank Bwalya, because it's a big slap on the faces of our praise singer. So enough of una, I've said enough. Enough ranting on Lydia Shiria Frank Bwalya. Now I want to talk about Lydia Shiri Karamba, where this new Dawn government, they want to curtail the freedom of speech. Yes. The new Dawn government, they want to curtail the freedom of speech. They are actually, I'm going to read an article which was written by Dr. Freddie Membe. I'm going to read it here. And then we move forward. These people, New Dawn government, they want to curtail our presence. Anyone with an opposing voice on the internet, they want to take that voice away. But this same New Dawn government, they came to government through internet. the internet varefwaya. Now they want to put some roadblocks on independent broadcasting people. These are the people who gave by UPND the power. We campaigned for UPND. Independent Broadcasting Authority Act, they want to change it. UPND want to change the Independent Broadcasting Act. What? Independent Broadcasting Authority Act, ABA. I'll be referring it as ABA. So, ABA Act to regulate online broadcasting. So, before I read these articles, I just want to say this new Dawn government, we campaigned for them freely, for them to be where they are. It's because of independent broadcasters like me and many other people. PF did not change the act, but these people, by New Dawn, they want to change the act. So they want to burn the same bridge they used to cross to get in government. They want to burn it so that nobody uses the same bridge to campaign or decampaign them. But before I proceed, I want to read the article by Dr. Freddie Membe. And the article by Dr. Freddie Membe reads, let the people speak freely. The intentions by Mr. Hakainde Hichilema and UPND to regulate digital and social media platforms is very desperate and unfortunate move. I am quoting this article. It's on Dr. Freddie Membe's page. Recently, the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Services revealed plans to revise the Independent Broadcasting Authority Act in order to provide for regulation of podcasts or online broadcasting. The government stated that it detected proliferation of online broadcasting, which is apparently unregulated. This announcement was made during presentation of the IBA and ZNBC draft Aliman bills by technical working groups. So they are not even publicizing that this is what they want to do. All these desperate oppressive maneuvers confirm that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema and UPND are ill-fitted to govern, unite, and to see that the country progresses. It is clear that UPND wants to suppress free political expression to prevent private citizens from holding them to account. Their many failures have exposed them as incompetent and incapable of fulfilling the humongous campaign promises they made to Zambia. So you can read the rest of the article, but it's too long. All I want to say is, Bahaka Hichilema, even if you regulate independent broadcasters, UNIP was removed from power without internet. This is all I can say. When we went from one-party state to multi-party state, there was no internet. Takwadi. That is point number one, which is very, very important. When independence, our freedom fighters, our forefathers, when they got independence from the colonial masters, there was no internet. Two, we are living in a digital age. This is what this UPND government have to realize. We are living in a global technology digital age. This is what has happened. The world has changed. So what they are trying to do is they are going against a current. You know, change is the only thing that happens in life. And if you don't move with time, you will be left behind. What they are trying to do is they are trying to curtail the use of internet, which is fictitious. It will not help them because times have moved. Times have moved. We are living in a digital age. Kwalibama VPN in the satellite muma space. Like if people can bypass Zikta and still connect to the internet. It's beyond their pay grade. Like trying to regulate internet now is beyond their pay grade. They cannot even fathom it. It's something, it's not in their grip. Even if they will pass these laws will be fictitious because everyone is living in the cyberspace. I'll give an example. Even here in America, they have been trying to control and ban TikTok in USA, but they have failed because we are living in an age where you cannot control the technology that is happening. You cannot. Even if I'm in Lusaka, for example, Zambians can connect to the internet through VPN. They can bypass Zikta. So even if they pass those laws, if they put those laws in place, because if you connect to the internet in the cyberspace, you are not in Zambia. Physically, yes, you are in Zambia, but you are connecting in the cyberspace in the clouds. So how can they charge you to say you committed a crime in cyberspace? No. People now can connect to the internet and they can actually bypass all the local networks in Zambia. You can use VPN there, and there are other open source networks to the internet. So Nanguba passing laws, yeah, they are fictitious. Even me here, if I really want, I can start using VPN to go on my live. And my page or my broadcast will not be subject of interference from Zikta. Yes. So that's the next thing. So as they are preparing to say, put these laws in place, all of us start preparing to start using virtual networks, VPN, in the space, open networks in the space. You cannot regulate what you didn't control. But you don't, you in the internet, you regulate. Related to power. You use the same internet to campaign and remove UPND. Now that you have failed, you don't want information to pass. Information is passing. Like the youth, if a panofeba Facebook to the we are old school. All the youths, they are on TikTok right now. All the youths baba TikTok. Opobadi. YouTube is another channel. And then there's WhatsApp groups. There's Facebook groups. Kwadiba Signal group. Kwadiba Telegram group. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. I can just advise you by New Dawn to deliver your campaign promises, because trying to regulate the internet is it's never gonna happen. There are always ways around it. People will find a way to bypass Zikta and your networks in Zambia. They will go directly in the space and connect to the internet. So earlier, Shidio. But for your information, Facebook is heavily regulated. Yes. They can go, if you use the regular networks, they can interfere with Facebook. Yes. Those on the regular networks, the government can interfere with Facebook. But there are options, VPN and whatnot. So area shirio. Bale puisha fienshita. Instead wale baposa nshito kula ama programs. Kuli road shading yapa. Wale landa pali solar energy, what they need to do. They need to be talking about what they need to do to end the load shedding. Because even if they pass those laws to curtail online broadcasters, it's a waste of time. Because we are going to bypass their networks in Zambia. We are going to go VPN. We are going to go VPN and still broadcast the same way we broadcasted for them. We are going to broadcast. Like me, for one, they can't even prosecute me. Because if they do, I'll just say, why are you prosecuting me? Because I campaigned for you using these same networks. Like prosecuting you never knew don't want to prosecute. I have all the videos of evidence, me campaigning for them. So they law, because they have failed to deliver, we are talking about their failure. There's some which are prosecuting. In which world? Unless the Zambia become a dictatorship. I don't care what law you make by you PND. I don't care what law you make. As long as Zambia is a democracy, we have the freedom of speech and affiliation. Nangumuka Pange Act ya Shani, the Human Rights Act supersedes any act that you are going to make. The United Nations Declaration of the Human Rights is more powerful than any other dictatorship act that the UDON government is going to make. So Zambia Mwilatina, don't be scared. Zambia is a democracy. Unless they will, through a referendum, to a voter and they change the Zambian constitution so that we become a one-party state, then but they can come and prosecute us for offering checks and balances if we become a communist state. So then Zambia mwilati na chintinye chiecho badechita, it's intimidation. Zambia is a democracy. And me, I'll be here, I'll be talking. As long as Zambia is a democracy, as long as there is no act in parliament to say we are now a communist state or one-party state, who continue talking. Stop intimidating us. And first and foremost, we live in a global community. The United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, we have a right of peaceful assembly, affiliation, and the freedom of speech. When you don't practice democracy, democracy is only benefiting when you don't. Vabulo muntu wale batukana mailolero bamu become leadership. Democracy lewa mina imwe. That's why ndese kaba praise singer. Kwa tuba praise singer, wake up. Mureke tia kula lumbo puba you HH until 2090. HH until 2090 wale milira masukupa mutwe. Honestly, wa Frank kuti waisa wa boss wa mama praise singer. Na muikala. Anik, good to see you. Ruth Mwange, good to see you. Wake up, my youth. Bami bonfya patalala na mwikala. Imota mfo okulia. Kumongo chiri green yuko. Ini mongo na tumona ama youth day celebrations. Kumongo, they have gone green. Ukaiwe. Valeria Bekat ukaiwe. Oh, I don't care. I know when you don't mulantamba pano, you watch these videos. I just want to tell you, even if you change that act, that law cannot be, it can be there for those who don't know their rights. But in Nepal, Wandi, that law, as long as Zambia is a democracy, I have a freedom of speech. As long as she took care of your muntu, I'm not committing a crime. As long as I'm checking, giving you checks and balances, I will continue to talk. And as long as I campaigned for you by UPND, it wasn't a crime. How can it be a crime now? You tell me, munjebe mukandondolera mukoti yoko tukaya. Na ififi nefima laws yenefe omule fokuleta. Tukaya firanda kukoti nga manchita su for speaking against your evil practices, your failures. I am ready for you by new don't tukaya kumana mukot because nare mirandila ine nare mirandila. Ama video po ya ba Facebook bala sunga na ba YouTube bali sunga ma video yonse. So now you tell me when you pass the same lawyer mlefo kupasinga how irene muntu mo ne wale mirandila tabanka kile ba PF memwise munkake mure nyansirira abantu is turning Zambia into a dictatorship. We won't accept that. Zambia, know your rights. You don't even win in an election through the internet. Independent broadcasters such as myself, we are the one who won the election for this new dawn. Now, how dare they come now to put a law for people like me? How dare you by new dawn? Mule kwata kwa insoni. Tukafishanya patari. Me, I am waiting for that law to pass because I was one of the independent broadcasters who campaigned day and night for New Dawn. I even almost lost my marriage. I was almost kicked out of my marriage because I was every day campaigning for New Dawn, saying that I believed they are bullshit. Excuse my French. In panopondi mu 2021 2020 nga bali ntamfisha kuchupa mlandu wabanyu do nobufi bwabo twaleba campaign as independent broadcasting agents, whatever you call us. And now these people, they want to make a law to curtail the same freedom we enjoyed and made them win an election. They want to prosecute us. We shall meet in international court. Ilonga yapite itukaya kumana kuma international court. You don't regulate online broadcasting. We shall meet in ama court outside Zambia because we know that ama court ya Zambia is compromised. You are calling the shots. You are telling people who are what to do or dragging people in the mud. Muma court mulia. Case if we left your 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 4 years, the case is dragging. Case, and then you drag that case so that the political scene is dead. All the opposition right now, all the politicians, they are dead in Zambia because all the politicians, they have a case. Zambia police has a case on all politicians in Zambia. Give me a name of a politician who doesn't have a case. Zambia police. Nina Nushil Mukot. Give me a name of a politician who has been talking. So now project Yaba UPND is to silence everyone. Mamona, this is their project. It's a very cowardice and it's very shameful of you to rule the country in such a manner. I can be bitter, yes. I campaigned for a new doni internet praising when we were campaigning you praising at online. So now I wake up and I read to say they want to regulate independent broadcasters when people like me campaigned for these same people. Now they want to create a law to prosecute us. Do you think I'll be happy? know your history. Mwila pepano no kuilango bupuba. Wanganu mwise kafosha. Muske mwatisa wanganu kuna. Olondi pange jongo hangwa no wita page yangu. Ngwano wita. We are going to talk and call them out and expose them. They want to regulate online broadcasting. Now, people like me are the one who campaigned for this new Dawn government. You praising as some of you were even failed for fear of identification. And then you have a nerve to tell me I am bitter. Shame on you. Now, I'm still on this thing of independent broadcasting because me, I am one of them who campaigned for these people. Bandikata kuchilonda, apapena baikata kuchilonda, elo tukafishanya patari. Happy Youth Day by youth. Tukafishanya patari na ba UPND, Mama Zen, good to see you. Because ba UPND, ba changes. We are not, even if we head for dictatorship, we are not going to head there. Dictatorship ni shabantu na basumi na we are supposed to say no to this. Yes. Abantu bari tenya abantu babachinje if they can change everything that Zambia has done to take Zambia back. No. We say no to that. Zambia will never be a dictator. You just go with it gracefully and go. Zambia is bigger than anyone. They can't. Which country in the world is going to dictatorship? Forward. Eh? All countries in the world, they are going forward. So number Zambia kuli dictatorship tafya kachitike. Nangubenga cha regulate for my independent broadcasters. Tafya kachitike. Maybe on a platform where kumanani kan fialo fe wonfana na fiena. But ku China kwa ma platforms are para TikTok where nobody can infiltrate. Nobody can regulate TikTok. So tamwaka kwani share. Good luck on that. Elo inefe Wandi and other people who campaigned for you by UPND. We shall take you on. I'll continue broadcasting as long as I have life, as long as I'm healthy, as long as I am able to wake up. I will continue coming and broadcasting and exposing your evil deed by you done Maleten Salam Chalo. Maleten Salanobu Chush Wakapera Makufi. The only thing that doesn't stop in time is always moving, and change is the only constant. Change, you can't stop it. People, life is like a train. It's a timeline. Bakinde has his timeline. He will drop off. No matter how much he might try to change things to his favor, his time will come and end. And you came to help people. You didn't come to give nightmares to people. Is how do you sleep at night when you don't? How do you sleep at night? Ubunga nishinga amalaiti ubunga export to import amalaiti export to import drought yoko iri efyo mwale promise muma campaign tamwafichita elo nomba ifo tulande coffee at we want to regulate online broadcasters. Bring it on. Muka tuchite regulate pantu ni mwe bapangire internet muka tuchita regulate ngani mwa mwela pangira internet ukatuchita regulate. Yes, if you're ningalandafi. Uyo ineo ule fokta regulate internet. Ngewa ipangire internet. Ngari shiva na International Space Station oko ya vera mumuru. Ngari shiva. If he had anything to do with that International Space Station nikulia, ukwa bama satellite, akachite regulate internet Mozambique if you're nderandafi. Because Mozambique, everything is imported. We have graduates every day. You don't empower them to even start our own local internet company. You don't. Nothing for the sure. Yo, will start regulating the internet. I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Let's see how this is going to be done exactly. Let us see. But as you are thinking of doing it, just know that this is above your pay grade. It will be a flop because you just do it on paper. In reality, it can't even happen because the world has moved. We are all a one big world, digital. People are even talking of global citizenship. Omuntu ali ku Zambia insto yako iri ku Canada. Alebo mbali fyonse fyaba mu malaiti. Ero mwise mkulanda party regulate my foot. Regulate your governance of the country. That's what you need to do. Regulate the governance of the country. Regulate the pricing of millimil. Regulate amalaiti, not kulashisha amalaiti mwabwela mwayamkushta import amalaiti ya mtengo. You sell export power at a cheaper rate and then you go and import expensive power. Regulate that. First things first, than you done. First things first. Regulate the economy. Regulate the dollar is what we need to see when we wake up. Chikwasa chirepena pena fie. Instead, mwambie ku production, mwambie ku chitefi into so that we can stabilize kwacha. Na mfirwa. What they only think about oppressing people. Ni mwa fie ya bene Zambia mwa new doni mwe. Like any me shout and nobody on me shout about you done. Because mwachiramo. You are taking Zambians for fools when you don't imwe. Mulese ndavena Zambia kwat fipuba. Twabu kolu chelo. Oh, they want to regulate online broadcasting. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? When I want to see, when I wake up in the morning, I want to see they are trying to regulate the price of millimil so they can bring it down to 50 kwacha. Oh no, we don't see that, but we see, oh no, what do we see? Oh, they regulate broadcasters. People who are holding them accountable, they want to regulate them. Stop taking Zambians for idiots. Zambians are not idiots. Tell Zambian, regulate your homes. Regulate Mayanda, Navenu. Life of Africa, internet, you regulate your kid. Don't want to obey. Watch your kid so that the child that Taliakuma sites, Ayabakalamba. You can't come and regulate as adults. You can't regulate as adults on an internet space. And regulating people who help you to get in power. We spoke like this for UPND. Now they turn around us and want to shut us up. What is that? They want to shut us up so that ngatwabu koluchelo tulebukafye benafimbo poke bale tutukana na chama America bale tutukana. Those are the only people who will be allowed to talk and praise singers. Kayaka mwa nchekali atika michero kale tukana babemba. It's a shame on you. regulate your praise singers. Regulate Frank. Chopi munch regulate. Avena chama America, they need to be regulated. They need to be in the slammer. Chama America, Frank Chopi, Nakayaka Mwanchat Michelo, Naponga Ninchimunya Michelo, whatever her name is. Regulate that girl. She can't be saying all that hate speech against Bembas and she's walking free. Kare tukana nenseri. But you all know that girl. But with the guy, Uliachama, Jackson Chama, if you Alelanda, he didn't even insult Alelanda Fefshinka. Aliquisa. Why me, Mukakap? Anyone who speak anything against certain people from certain regions, the police visits them. What are you teaching? Mulefa mkashe chalo chashani, mweba nyu doni. Lekeni mipsherero, imweba nyu doni, mulefa mkashe chalo chashani. What country do you want to live? Because if you mule chita, ufumine kuchalo kuma region yambi, ngalanda against ama region yambi mwamukaka. But vambia ba kuma region yambi, ngabalanda at yo, nangu mulanda tibanka kitapari winga nkaka. Now, what are you teaching the country when you are dead and gone? Because these kids, the youth, they'll remember when your fathers were in government, they prosecuted us. So now we are going to prosecute you. So they are planting a seed of hate in the country. Because these people who are being oppressed by the current government, chama ulia Jackson echoba mukakire chinshali bebe chinka ukweba ti muzazi onera mwamukaka batkari akale tukana ababemba kulya na kekala. What are you mulefa mukashe Zambia yashani mulefa Zambia and for your own information imwebe the region yenu muri banono sana uko queen ne mweba let's enjoy my immunity, and you people who are enjoying all these immunities, you are very few. You are less than 12% of the population. Nobody is supporting why me. To learn that we need equal justice in Zambia, equal application of the law. Some of you are liars. Kumufim apena. Umuntu ngalelanda fimbi mwa mkulemba fimbi. Tulelanda panokwe bati why me ali tukana mwali mukaka. Namba kaya kamwa cheka yakale tukana babemba. Nisha baka kila. We want to see equal application of the law. This is what we are saying. You can't have a small kid who afiere mailo kaya kamwa chekaria. Kesa mkula tukana bakaramba. I don't care she mentioned a tribe, but she has insulted all adults in Zambia, including her parents. Hate speech. We need equal application of the law so that there is unity in Zambia. If there is no equal application of the law, what will happen in Zambia? You are planting a seed of hatred. Some of these regions will rise up against these people you are protecting. Them fear. Abamuleta protect abakuma regions. Iyama regions yambiyonsa yale tamba. The day is coming when abantu bakuma region bambi bakema nokulanda ati imwe abafyashi when wale tuta persecute. So na imwe mule chimona. What I'm asking here is, Zambia police, do your job. Do not be used by politicians to segregate the country or plant a seed of hate in the country. Fetulelanda pano. Twami papa taba Zambia police. Do your job fairly. Efetule lomba fe pano. Kaliaka mutonga kaya mukaka ke kaliaka mwanche kale tukana babemba. Inga kenakawa how is she untouchable? How is she untouchable? How? Over mwaka ko wingi like Bambi. So number some people are above the law in Zambia. This is the problem that I have. Now they want to shut us all up. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I'm a politician won't say Milandu. All politicians, they have cases. So no we have my online people. Anyone online. So mlefa Zambia ikalefe kwa tukatuishi. Kwat ni pamienu. Eo na pa Zambia ikale kwat ni bedroom. Ni mu bedroom yenta kuri wa kora kofye iwa nishure kore rapo. Ba polisi ba. On earth? Where on earth? You tell me. People are collaborating. People have open minds. People are discussing ideas. People are sitting on round table meetings and discussing how to improve the lives of Zambian. Youth Day has been shameful. Instead of having a Youth Day to talk about youth, how you can empower youth, educating youth, you take violence. Is that what you are teaching children on Youth Day? Hi, by Helen Mulishan, by Christine Mulishan. So before I close, I just want to talk about the violence in Zambia. Youth Day is a day. On my page, I've posted a lot of information, a lot of data to educate the youth. This is what is supposed to happen. Our youths, they are at the brink of entering into our adulthood. We have to train them so that they become responsible citizens. But we are training our youths to be violent, to see politics as a way of fighting. Shibukeni wa youthi. Vale senda mufima truck fima lori tia kusendera mabwe kwati ni ngombe mulezumina. Ineteti nine. Why are youth accepting mukuladina mufima lori kwati ni ngombe? For a ruling party, they can't hire buses. But what can I cannot commit to add? So I end here, guys, but I just want, by youth, it's time for you to take your place in governance matters. It's time for you, by youth, to take your place in governance matters. Hi, Anik. It's dark. What happened?
Sound no picture. Sound no picture.
It's okay. We can hear you.
Hey, Father Oscar! Father Oscar! Hey! Mama Fumulo, let me try and join with my other phone. I'll come up.
Other account. Imingalato.
What arashi? Good there.
Yeah, but the floor is yours now. Now I'll hand it over to you.
This is not good. My goodness. Anyway, thank you very much. Good evening, all the viewers. Good evening, and thank you so much to Queen Pumi to have this opportunity to come on your platform. And we really appreciate. I appreciate your contribution, your efforts to participate in the governance status in our country in Zambia, just as you also, of course, participate there in the United States. So really, we appreciate your efforts. Thank you very much. Good evening, all the viewers, those who are watching us. And first of all, I would like to say Happy Youth Day. I posted this morning one of my requests as Zambia turns 60 years old after independence. My request was, I hope on a day, beautiful day like today, Youth Day, a government, any government, anyone, any future government can abolish the wearing of regalia on these national events. Only in Africa we are wearing regalias. When there is a national event, the nation shall come together. In Zambia, Mwebena Zambia Mwarishi, but it is one Zambia, one nation. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Anik, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay, thank you very much. So,
good to see you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure as well to see you. So I was saying, it's one Zambia, one nation. One Zambia, one nation is not just a slogan. Actually, I think the fact that it's only President David Kenneth Kaunda who pronounced this, he felt the one Zambia, one nation deep down his heart. He felt it to bring the country together. So others, probably other politicians apart from David Kenneth Kaunda, they just adopted the David Kenneth Kaunda one Zambia, one nation slogan, but they never believed. They never believed in it. Dr. Kaunda believed in the one Zambia, one nation. He knew the danger of leaving one tribe to dominate on other tribes in a country which had almost 73 tribes. So kudos to David Kaunda, but it's a challenge to the other presidents who have come along, and it's a challenge even now to President Hakainde Hichilema. It's a challenge, Your Excellency. One Zambia, one nation is not just a slogan. It should be interpreted into facts, into actions. So one of those actions, if at all a Youth Day was being celebrated here in Europe, the first thing they do is to forbid the wearing of regalia, party regalias. Party regalias is one of a method of dividing the citizens. Look at what I've done, what has happened in Chipata. We also campaigned for non-violence country. We wanted a beautiful Zambia where all the Zambians, regardless of the belonging of any party, we don't care where you belong to. What we care is you are a Zambian. That's what is important. So I might have a beautiful Zambian from DP, another Zambian, intelligent Zambian from PF, another intelligent Zambian from UPND, different political parties. We are Zambians. If by UPND you don't believe in one Zambia, one nation, well, it's better you just declare that. People are intelligent. I think it is not time just to be assuming or absorbing something which doesn't make sense. So, Vane, 60 years old today, 60 years in Zambia, it's a good year for pension, to go on pension. So Zambia, this country, Zambia is not for the future of the youth. By youth, they are old. They are 60 years old. By youth. Zambia, we are working for the future of the youth. It's 1964. Kapwepwe. Young boys, less than 30 years. Kaunda, less than 30 years. Hari Mwangankumbula, less than 30 years, they were the youth. And they fought for the future of a Zambians as youth. So don't get aroused by ukukwele fuma tracks nokufuale fuma jombo. Ba PF wadama cadres, not ama leaders, one some cadres waba PF, wale fuale fuma jombo, wena Zambia wakan, wa UPND, mwila fuale fuma jombo. It doesn't make sense. Mwila fuale fuma ovoroshia red, it doesn't make sense. Be Zambians, be patriotic, love your country, love kaunda funde fingisana. Love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Kaunda, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Eva Dr. Kaunda. Nomba mwe bantu tatwasambirire fena ngufika mushuwa tatwasambirire Anyway, me myself, I refuse to be treated as a young boy, as a kid. Treating a person who has now gone 60 years of independence experience as a kid, where you say, Narapela kabunga, ikala tondolo. Narapela kandolo, shut up. You treat people like this who are children, who are kids. Let's treat the Zambian people as elderly people. Elderly people. Zambian people have grown up. Or let me say it in this way. Let the Zambian people grow up. Don't bring them back to childhood. Let the Zambian people express their maturity, their diversity in thought, their diversity in expression, their diversity in implementing their thoughts and intelligence. Let's allow them. You are not going to lose anything. The country is going to benefit. I feel painful. I am here in the diaspora. I feel painful if in the country they don't put our citizens, our relatives in key positions, and they do not cherish the possession of a national registration card. National registration card in Zambia, national registration card has power. Just has ku UK kwaliba green card, ku USA kwaba green card, ku Italy kwaba identity card. These documents, they give the people power. Let the Zambian people assume also authority by possessing a national registration card. Thank you very much.
Mama Matipa, the floor is yours. In an indan, then I shall survive and defend no to canapa.
Go you mapenzi uyu watushupa maningi. Uyu mapenzi uyu. Uyu mapenzi uyu. Watushupa maningi. He needs to go. You know, before this same Mappens starts telling us that they want to regulate social media, to pass a bill in parliament, that social media should now be regulated. They first need to pass a bill in parliament on the need of political parties to declare who funds their parties. They need to also start declaring, because now they are touching on democracy of the Zambians. Because now we are headed for a dictatorship, a serious dictatorship. It's 60 years of independence, and we are still being threatened in our own country because we give opinions on their failures. Kwena, shame on you, Mapenzi. Shame on the up and down party. Kamuzwa abo Mapenzi mwatushupa maningi. Kamuzwa atumiandi kamuzwa. Wamapenzi. There's no more love, no more care, no empathy in Zambia anymore. Leaders have lost their morals. It's about Akarilo. I think it's really time that we start looking and identifying our upcoming female leaders. We've talked about these female upcoming leaders. 60 years of independence. Let's start looking elsewhere. Because our mukulukulu kwena vachilamo. However God-fearing you may perceive them, it's all pretense. However God-fearing, bushetwalishiveta abanawo bashikulu aba mwachilumbula abanabo bafumoku bayoku. It's not about serving the people, it's about serving their own stomachs.
Oh, lekeni ndandepo ba Frankie banes ba Frankie Bwalya bali kukitwa Frankie Bwalya ba UPND omfweni ilyashi ba UPND lekeni mishimikire kwa kali ashaka nono imwe ba UPND bonse mwali tuishibaini bonse imwe ba chipakupaku ba Erasimu nsha mwali tuishiba twali bomba bonse Nenson mwila umfwa mwise fena pa welu apa kulande chinka chali wa mapo sono mbatwalalanda pali ba Frankie Bwalya na ba UPND ichakubalira pofecho na papa ine mwafirwa n'okutasha mwalifirwa okutasha alachali mpesha mano okutasha okufirwa afyo okutasha abantu elio Frankie Bwalya ali PF umfweni mwebekala chalo umfweni mungu fwe nkutikeni bwino sana elio Frankie Bwalya ali PF ali ku Australia ambassador Frankie Bwalya ali ku New Zealand na ku Australia as an ambassador elio ifwe ine pano mulembo na pano uyu Queen Puni mulembo na pa Erasimu nsha chipakupaku Dr. Kasonso ba Dr. Kazira bonse imwe vale tukensele pa platform vale tukensele ati twale supporta ba UPND umfweni ba UPND ngufweni nshiremi tukensele nshiremi susha ndefo okulande chinka chawa mapo okulande chinka okwa bulokula bepa abantu bufi so ba UPND olo ifwe twale vota twambo okulanda chawe na tuchinjo ubuteko ifwe bandume shesu na bankashi shesu na mafamili yesu bali ambiro kuba tukensele Mungu fa bwino sana ndewe kishapu na landa bwino pantu chicha kwa Frankie Bwalya chena chakula bale tukensele bale tukana abadupa lwesu twalichinjishe na mashina ineshina lyandi nomba mwali mwanapa sanemu yandi mwayi mwanapa nalichinjishe sanemu nabika pombo ya batata nalebika pombo pantu nshalefu abaka yeuma ba brother bandi na ba sister bandi nalebika pombo pantu nshalefu abaka yeuma elio bakada bali violent bakada abali muri ba PF bali violent ama leaders na kalimo limbisha ababike po bonse nshabe ishibya ama leaders nomba ama cadres bali violent ala bale uma bale fula bana mayo bale uma abantu ero na fimbi efyo bale landapo fimbi fishing kata tuishibe no kwishiba bale uma abantu ngani ba UPN ndinomba bale uma fyonse firo mbe fishing kaine nshishibe po na ngfimwe fya kulandapo echo ndela ndapo fichakwe bati abantu bale bapuma elio nomba olo tuwaishile pa platform apa Ineam was the only one who was a don pa platform mubepushe bonse ipusheni elasi munsha ba UPND mwepusheni elasi munsha bepusheni ba chipakupaku Ministry of Permanent Minister, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense ba chipakupaku na mwishiberi ashindera ndapo nshidefo kumisebanya ndelande fe chishinka na tulande chishinka twebya abekala chalo echishinka pandu chishinka chawa amapo. The truth will set us free. The truth will set everyone free. So ero twale sta support abena Zambia na tuchinjo ubuteko twale fwa okweba chabena Zambia bekali mu mutende bakwate ubuntungwa, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly. Ba UPND bonse na mumfa ya masho na randa yonse amasho bonse mwale supporta bonse fie twale supporta nomba chinshi chabi papo ede twaisa kana fimo fya kwebati eve twashire kana bamo ngaine wini ine na ali mi supporta ero echo tachaka fume peta twaka canceling muri history mo yaba 2021 ine na ali mi supporta na ali supporta president Hakainde Chilema na ali supporta ba UPND oro bale mipuma ifeto ali mini na pano tule mi supporta na maka pamaka mulengu fatwale mi support okwa bulensoni elie nomba na bambi abo narabikapo bantu abakalamba ine nshkweta makana ya kulandapo narababikapo pantu bati ndeba bipapo fe mulandu wakwe bati nendife akantu vya kachabe chabe tapabo fona abaine ndifia kamuntu vya vifine lesali ntemwe vifine na abafie abantu abale support ba UPND murayibukisha imwe ni ba Bishop Elias Mpundu ba UPND murayibukisha mwilalaba Bishop Elias Mpundu bali mutukire ba PF bale fo kumochele nganda bale fo kumochela motoka ulio mufyashi bali mutukensele nefisele Bishop Emeritus Elias Mpundu kulusaka elio Bishop Mpundu atisa support ba UPND imwe ba UPND Bishop Mpundu amichita supporti ulio mufyashi akosa tapali wakose tapali po Bishop wale apa TV nga Bishop Mpundu tapali Muzambia kafie olo ba UPND nomba mwaisa bwela mwamutuka na Bishop Mpundu tamwa kwa toruse ero limbi tamwa kwa tanisho
Oscar nangu bali batukana ba Bishop Mpundu, it doesn't matter pantu insereta chika tapa mubiri. In fact, let me tell you best, I love people who insult me, and those insults will never come and touch my skin. So you can insult from Timbuktu to Cairo all you want. I love the people who insult. Narimite Mwasana. Besti Hangama, I love you. Continue insulting me. Vika ponefia kunshi, fiance. If you're not the mwafidafide. Alenwa Oscar. Tashika tapa mwili.
Yo chachi nengefu mwalanda nkashiyandi. Bonsi na ifo kututuka. Kutuwatuka. Na ina wine. Nefya kubati mwantuka kwensele kaidiri moli motunsele tula tumfisha ko twatuwekisha kwati twatondonganya ko na iko kino tumwatu tukana na ine wino kuntukensele kuti mwantuka fefi ngife masele abantu bali beresha
kutukana nabanenu iteni nabanenu abayishi bensele ishiri abakanye abali abansele mubete atkwali baba bana mayo babiri na ba Dono Oscar balalanda pali mapenzi veteni bafule. If we want more people watching, because the more people we have, the more money we are making. Iseni. Thank you. We want more viewers, Panopa program, we want more viewers. Iseni, tukaneni.
Bane ba UPND twafuma kuli ba bishop elasi mpundu iyo bishop tapavo chaba takwa bashani mwafuma kuli yo mwakumubonfu wakwalesa bishop banda naye na mwatuka pamulani ndufe lwadutoshi lwabungu urutoshi urutoshi mwatu umbi umuntu wabene abana babene aba bantu ine tapalye fona aba nabwegishapo ine nshiri am nothing nomba na ine nebo katolika nenso ninshire kwato kulandira kuna pali ba katolika inso ninsha kwate pantu ifo twaikala pakusunga ekiwote ky'abantu okulandirako abalanda okulandirako bamukamfirwa okulandirako abana abalwele abalanda abana bamukanshiwa bachani abana banshiwa bamukamfirwa n'abalanda obo tulandirako bonse so na muri ba UPND nga muri abalanda ba katolika kanofemu abakaka kanofenga mukaga bakake bonse ba katolika pantu tabaleko kulanda tulandira kwa abana banshiwa elyo n'ababusu n'abana feba ifi bashaba n'aba malwele bonse bo tulandira ko fefe nchito lesa tupela te yakulandira kwa ma Chinese ine nshirandira kwa ma Chinese tilandira kwa ma UK ba ku British nangu nalisambirira kulya nshibalandira ko nshakwate ensambu shakubalandira ko bali kwataba kubalandira ko bambi ine nshirandira kwa ba ku China bali kwataba kubalandira ko bambi ine nchito yandi kulandira kwa bena Zambia aba ku Kapoto aba kwa mwilu aba ku kumanso kukuluapula kumwinilunga ku Southern Pro ebo tulandira po ifwe nshikwete ensambu isha kulandira ko ba UK ba United Kingdom isambu nshikwete ne chirumba chakulandira kona bena pantu ensambu nshikwete ne chirumba nshikwete ichakulandira kwa Americans nshikwete nensambu ne chirumba nshikwete ichirumba nakwata chakulandira kwa bakwa mulenga kukitwe abakushangombo abakusolwezi abakuchipata abaliya inanikane bakoswe n'emichila bena bakuchipata kubalandirako mwamfwe ero nalandira kofe n'aba nesu fwe bakungumbo ifwe bakungumbo fwe banyela pamenshi pantu tuli babusaka nalandira kona fwe bakungumbo fwe basambisha ba Queen Elizabeth okunyela pamenshi mu toilet ni fwe bakungumbo tatunyela pamulundu awe tuya pamenshi opo twanyela n'obusaka twasamba n'okusamba ni fwe bakungumbo kanshi ifo nomba tulelandira koko bati tulefuaya ifwe abena Zambia bakwate ekirumba ekyo tulefua epela tapali fimbi ifwe fyaba China mwindetera monshifi kwetire n'enchito ife aba Canada mwifileta nshifi kwatire n'enchito ifya kwa Bill Gates ifya kwa Jeff Bezos ifyenu ifyo ine nshifi kwatire n'enchito inchito yandine yakumona abantu abakuchirira bombwe abena kopa beoti abakuchirira bombwe abalumendo ba CBU apa CB Kopa Belt University ba Lusaka University bena Zambia bebo tukwatire nchito ifwe noti bambi mwe bantu so mwe buteko tulemilomba lolokesheni pabena Zambia erwa ebeni abekala chalo ekishinka ba Cornelius mwetwa ebeni abekala chalo ekishinka fumeni mubufi twa papata ba mutolo Minister of Mines of Agriculture ebeni abantu ekishinka fumeni mubufi nabambi abawambi twala balumbula pantu bufi bwachiramo nomba bambita twabalumbule kwena efo turefwaya efo kyakuba kyabena Zambia batandika okukwata enkitu ekyabo baleekala mu kyalo kyabena Zambia n'abakwata n'ekirumba n'abasansamuka n'okusansamuka n'otukwikala mu bena Zambia kwati basha teti baseke teti bange teti bende teti batwange ati ndi mwina Zambia nga paisa abantu abati ntiko tumenzo efo fine baisa ninshikyapo abayichi bapeta omukira aho tachiwe twalifikana mu 2021 nalelo nabwekeshapo baelasi munsha bachipakupako ine ndi pano nalelo nalanda twafikana nalelo nafikana fira twafikene mu 2021 nalelo twafikana pele ni abena Zambia omukinchi natotera mukwayo.
Thank you, Mama Pumulo. Let me just finish off, because thank you, Father Oscar. You know, if we are here to address those who want to listen. Now, they are most welcome. If you were join a panel, they are most welcome. They will not be removed, neither will they be blocked. The unfortunate thing about Mapenzi and his team is that all the lies they told the Zambian people is all over social media. Normally, Michenko komwebena Zambia. Kampeni kulashita download tonse tulotuma video clips nokutusunga mu mafoni. Pantu ba Mapenzi tabeshile bwino. Katuishi wena social media katuishi nga baka isala muno mu Zambia katuishi. So if we don't talk from nowhere, the evidence is all over on the wall. Are we lying that Zambia na iponena mubu sanso ya chipowe? Is it a lie? Since when? Or maybe it's just new today that number Twambo Kulashita import maize from Tanzania. What a shame for Zambia. What a shame. This happened during Kaunda's time, yellow maize. But all these leaders that have come on, we've never imported maize. Imomo Aisa, no Mwaisa Turanga at Imomo Adimomo Kwata, bongo, more than the other Zambians that you claim to have come out as victorious. Because Mapenzi, you claim that you came out victorious for 12th of August, 2021. But here, Idamwishiba, lies have short legs. You see now what is coming on. Now, 2.5 years later, we are being told that the one you wore your best suit, nama glove ya white. It is being reported. It's all over. Print media, electronic media. Ati mwaribi ama voti ya abantu. Mwariba. So, you should defend yourself. Defend yourself. That's why I'm saying, kavoti konsakariko, nangwaka kwa kansela. Kumili unduko. Anywhere where there's a vote, a opening to vote for a councillor, electoral commissioners, they are there. Since when do electoral commissioners go and supervise a voting process? A whole commissioner. Something fishy is happening. So if we panel, I want to tell all the people that come on this program, please tag your friends, call your friends. Fiance nefpua, neftukana. We want you mufule. Because the more, if we even reach 1.2K insulters, yeah, you don't know how much money Facebook will pay us. They will pay us a lot of money. So please keep coming and keep insulting. Now, having said that, Mama Pumulo, our special guest, has confirmed that he is ready to come on the program at 23:15 tonight.
Oh, what time is it now?
It is now 22:45. Our special guest is ready to come at 23:15 if we can go live on Zoom. Because he was under load shedding, and that's why he lost connection. So mwebalipo call your other insulters pakuti muyumfuire from the cat's mouth what this person is here to divulge, because you think it is child's play. You think when we come onto this program ukula ilanga. No, what is happening in this country tafiweme tulanda pofye. Every time we sound like real broken records. So vamapenzi vafuile vatweve ati why isn't he divulging what he is doing? Nabadiabene, those funders ava vafuileko, those funders ama tax holidays ama MOUs. But Zambians, we are cowards. We can't ask such questions. What is the fear of asking a question? The least you can be told is shut up and sit down. And that's all. You have not committed a crime. So all you praise singers that, you know, Mama Pumulo, we here have lost a lot of friends. Even you, Father Oscar, on Facebook. Because in 2021, when we started speaking, I have lost a lot of friends. You know, when we started speaking, we were not listened to.
Oh, something has happened, I think.
I think she had a call coming in. Maybe you'll rejoin. But yeah, so just to reiterate what Anik was saying, she talked about a little bit, which I talked about earlier, this online act where they want to regulate independent broadcasters. And Anik said they save all your anything that you have against this government, because sooner or later you might wake up and it might be a crime to, maybe they are trying to make it a crime to publicize some of those things, because the president made a lot of promises, but then he was caught up on, he's caught on camera. So immediately he says A, B, C, D. They just bring a proof of what he said. And that is, this becomes very embarrassing.
But I would like just to advise our friends in the UPND. If you regulate social network, social media, you are going to let the president also make another, give another lie, because he said, I want the freedom of media. We are not going to close any media. So that's what the president said. Now, if Mapenzi or wherever is going to be, you start limiting the freedom of the citizens, I am telling you now from a wider perspective and experience, only communist countries, they regulate medias. Zambia is a democratic country. I don't know what Mapenzi said. I have not got that information, but what I'm listening from you, if it is true, they would like to temper regarding the freedom of speech. From a philosophical point of view, it means weakness. Only people who are very weak, they limit the freedom of speech. Or in other words, we use the word the coward. Only a person who is a coward, who has no power, limits the freedom of expression of his opponents. So mapenzi, from a philosophical point of view, when you limit your friends' freedom of expression, you are showing the Zambian people that mapenzi, you are a coward person.
Yeah.
I am not saying you are a coward. I'm not saying you are a coward, but I'm saying from a philosophical point of view, that is cowardness. And from a psychological point of view, because from psychology, we are going to use the inferiority complex. When you suffer from inferiority complex, you have to limit your opponents or your other people from expressing their views. So by UPND, we refused the limitation of media in 2021. Kudiwa PF. We are on this platform where there are these gentle ladies, Queen Pumi and Mama Matipa. There is another queen who is absent today. On this platform, I can say here proudly to say, well, I envy these women because they are very free. They speak freely, they conversate freely, they quarrel freely. Beautiful, beautiful. They speak freely, they conversate freely, they quarrel freely, and they laugh freely. Free.
Yeah.
You laugh freely. You have no constrictions and things like that. So, bane ba UPND, please tuwelela mukuli amalushi. Amalushi twalilukire muri ba PF, twaliluka kale. Mwebo muwelela mukuli amalushi kabiri. Umuchinji wala abera pesa. Mwebo koseni fie. Leave the people the freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and you'll be happy. Don't be scared of confrontations. Thank you.
I want to answer kulina mayo ulembeli apati bafisale fie freedom of speech ya chiramu. Iwe ndefo kukweba wewe anda tubafisale fie. You are in the stone age. Like right now, the only thing the government can do is to regulate social media broadcasts if those broadcasts are violating the laws of Zambia, such as hate speech. I've posted a whole lot of stuff there. Read and be informed. This is all that is fake news. It's propaganda. They just can't wake up and say to Shani. It's a part of way of life. It's culture. Everything is digital. So you will support if you wake up. I'm sure you are government.
By UPND, you don't remember Nishiwala and Diliwa PF at Twalai Sala network during the voting time. Don't you remember? Why do you forget so easily? The Zambian people, they opted for a new technology, which was called Mulei Ushawanamayo. That other one we opted.
VPN, I was here, never know why they should distribute VPN Muma group in.
Yes, so you cannot stop people from speaking. I repeat, when you stop people from speaking, you are just showing the other people that you are scared or you are a coward. I am not saying that Mapenzi is a coward, but I'm saying the action of stopping people from speaking or expressing their views, it's a symptom and a signal of showing, first of all, what we call inferiority complex. Second, what we call fear. You have fear. We don't know what you have fear because abana nga bana abanono bana mayibu mwali kwatapo abana amwe abana tunono tunya utunono nga tuleya mfula tolamba ko nga twambo kwenda ko panono panono papene twambo echo tutino twano tunono chinshingwa. They run away from the shadow. So tumana kwa chi shadow chi muntu mwamone. No, it's just a shadow. So shadow. Don't run away from the shadow. It's going to follow you. The UPND shadow will follow UPND all the time. PF shadow will follow PF all the time. The Zambian people, the youth who made a change in 2021, their shadow is going to follow them all the time. So, Vane, let us move on to. Don't treat the Zambian people as children. Ila time yako bati lekankupeleko ka Pamela ule mpundira ati yes bwana awe lekeni give the Zambian people maturity lekeni abena Zambia bakule mu mano, give them maturity, let them be independent, let the Zambian people be independent. Mukaba proud, UPND, you are going to be proud if you let the Zambian people be independent, but if you become, let them be slaves of your policies. If you make them be slaves of your policies, you are going to fail. And we don't want another 60 years from now. We are now 60 years since independence. Everyone is asking himself a question. What has happened? 60 years, nothing has happened in Zambia, whereas Singapore, Dubai, Hong Kong, India, everything has changed. So why are you asking a question? Why haven't we changed in Zambia? Imwe kuti twakana shano kuchinjanga malefu afe tulya college. Apo twafyalilwa. Kufika lelo college na spoon. Spoon. No apology. Mwe abantu twalikwata.
Yes. You can. Yes.
Nomba twalikwata meno tulefo okukokota kwa mafupa. Mwevo ukukokota ekirifu pokusheta bwino sana. Efe tulefwa ife. Na totera bana bakashana. Wait. Nachirafa icha last thing. Nachiraba ba UPN ati mwe mwapanga mistake. Ila ni mistake. Inende membera kwechipantu wena. I am not your enemy. I voted for you. I am disappointed by some of the things. And you people, you know. I am not going to hide you. I am disappointed by some of the things which is happening. If I don't tell you that I'm disappointed, I'm going to cheat you. Now I want to tell you the truth. I am disappointed by some of the things which have happened. Number, Paliva Bishop Mpundu, by UPND, you have made a big mistake. You cannot insult somebody who voted for you, who defended you, who supported you. Second, Paliva Bishop Banda, you have made a mistake. You cannot not insult. You cannot insult Bishop Banda, and it is Bishop Banda who sent away Father Frank Bwalya kupatisho kukitwe when Bishop Banda was the Bishop of Undola. Ndemye bakufye. Mwabulo batamfya kuli Banda pantwale misbehave. Father Frank Bwalya ngawulefa we mwine, you can answer me. Answer me on this platform. Father Frank Bwalya, you were misbehaving. The bishop sent you away and you joined the PF. When you joined the PF, Father Frank Bwalya, there were some problems there with Michael Sata. Michael Sata sent you as an ambassador to New Zealand. You went to New Zealand. You were to New Zealand, Frank Bwalya. While to New Zealand, if any today supporter by UPND, you were to PF. New Zealand, Frank Bwalya, while to New Zealand as PF. If we were to Queensel Yoku as supporters of our UPND, Frank Bwalya, our PF Wapona, Wawela ku Zambia, Wakutamcha ku New Zealand, Wawela ku Zambia, Waisava Fred member spokesperson. Frank Bwalya, Waisabwela Waisava number UPND. Ravina wale cancel, Mwale to Kaifensele. Spokesperson. Mwe bantu bakwale sakwali bapwefya musango ba UPND What is happening to you people? Anyway, now like a chapwa.
Oscar, do you know what is happening? What is
No.
happening is Muzambia muri chipowe. Ero aove ne murera ndapo vafadha valefu ako kamula. Mwarikeshwa kamula ye. And those people are the weakest links because they can't survive without mula being dished to them. Nomba ndefu anjikateko kudi mapenzi. Mapenzi. You see, mapenzi, that is why when Father Oscar, when you overpromise and you lie too much to gain votes, this is what happens to you, mapenzi. Because mapenzi, he campaigned on lies and fake promises. Say today I want to be voted in as president, for example. My message will be, I shall endeavor to make the lives of the Zambian people better than I found it. Because umomo office inde ingila. Ishishi baba nandifyo bashiremo. I've headed a number of organizations and I don't overpromise because I don't know. Mapenzi alimibepele pali fertilizer, pali milk prices, pali load shedding, aleisa na pa media this load shedding is too much. Mulebukisha wen chimba kazmbwiri answer them at kabia ni muye sundiramo. Mulebukisha
sir.
And then at all, how can Chimba Kambui tell us at 2 years sundira muka fiwe river? Huh? Okay, nomba. Kutibaya sundira mo. Because na ibwera futi load shedding. Fish mulerand. Mapenzi alibe perobufi on his first State of the Nation. At what were they talking about? Because all we had to do is just put up one more turbine. And boom, load shedding is the thing of the past.
Hold on that thought, please. Allow me just to answer this correction from somebody here on the platform. I said it's not Michael Sata who sent Frank Bwalya to New Zealand. It was Edgar Chagwa Lungu because Frank Bwalya differed with Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and then. Yes, my brother, you are right. You are correct on saying that. It's true that Frank Bwalya differed with Edgar Chagwa Lungu because Father Frank Bwalya wanted to become the president. He wanted to succeed Michael Sata, who called him from Radio Chengelo to come and join the PF by then. So when Sata went, Edgar Lungu didn't want to consider very much Father Frank Bwalya. So Mr. Frank Bwalya now, Edgar Chagwa Lungu used the political profession or political system of distancing people who can make a threat to you. So he sent Frank Bwalya on a mission in New Zealand. So my brother, somehow you might think that there is a difference, but I think anyway, there is a difference of who sent him away. But
the point is the
story.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Sorry for that.
Yeah, so I was talking about the lies that Mapenzi was born with. You understand, eh? Because I am a ubu I think watch fiaridwa. Watch fiaridwa. I mean, Repati, I just increased one turbine and boom, there's no load shedding. Huh? Fuel price. This is too much. They are stealing. There is an amount there that they are stealing on fuel pricing. Nomba afilwa. Umwine. Nchito yake ni kukwela chabe ndeke. Sankara nonkara akabwera chabe akwera ndeke iwe uyimvera bwanji ndeke kansi mwamva akano akamokene mapenzi Okay? Boastfulness, pomposity, you know, justifying your failures. Mapenzi aitema sana ukusta justify ama failures yakwe. He justifies his failures. He
Messi, can you calm down before we ban you from the page? This lady called Messi Kameli.
Ubalekeni ba Messi, balesta increase followers. We get paid.
We want to show. We are showing
Mama Pumulo na imwe. Leave Messi there. Eulele tama viewers vale full too. We are getting paid. Mama, yeah. So, mapenzi
Messi mwira twangalira ko ife kuma psychology twalirwala na psychology. Psychology ile twewa ati ba Messi nga mulese kaifwe twala mipusha imwe. Imwe mwe balese kefipuba bala mita shani.
Yeah. So Mama Judy nasumina sana. You know, when you overpromise, now your solutions, and you come out with solutions, your solutions become the problem. Your solutions now become the problem because you overpromised so many solutions. You know, African leaders, stop overpromising and overlying.
You hit
because
the nail, Nikki.
Yes.
Then that you hit the nail on the head. African leaders have been running election on lies.
Yes.
And when they win election, they flip. This is a traditional way of operating. But the timing of social media, I am a politics. Yeah, the new generation, African leaders are being stopped in their tracks. Video, bam, in his face. Palace number, but folks that regulate social media. The times Ukukuma Europe leaders are held accountable. Leaders are held accountable.
Exactly.
Because you
in
real time.
Pano tulelanda inena alimiebele ba UPND na alimia suike ko. Okay, but vamo bali mbloka kuma mbloka ko njishi wefu mwale mblokera njishi. Na miebele ko finati. Na miebele konati. Tamfieni ba minister mutolo. Ku minister of agriculture. Teti minister pange filuo fya filia. Mwamuleka. Mwamone. Ba president akaende chilema. Efe na miebele. Arachisuma, this was going to help UPND. Remove Minister Mutolo. I am the same one who came very strong and told you, remove Minister Chushika Sanda from Ministry of Information. Inebona le mieva, mwale ntuka wa UPND wali ntuka. Na mieve nati remove ma Minister Mutolo. Kuna nikani na wachushika Sanda. Panto ababili ba Mutolo na wachushika Sanda eba lelanda. Yo twalashtisho bunga. Mwebo kabieni kuma picture mwalamu nai. Ero nomba balanda bashtisho bunga mwamona nomba fotwa. Mwamone ni nomba.
Chushika Sanda ewa front and center.
Bali babili bonse bachushika Sanda na ba minister Mutolo. So bachushika Sanda na minister inena mebati bafunyeni ko kutemwa UPND. Amu bafunyako bwangu. Ayama problems ingana musolve bwangu. Nomba mwamone. Anyway, sorry, Madam Matipa. I am confusing you. I'm interrupting you. Sorry. Sorry, my dear.
You know what I was just saying, that African leaders justifying their failures and over-promising when they know that they are just campaigning on lies, on total lies. When you work hard, stop opening your mouth. The works you do will show for itself. But awe mapenzi really wanted ukubakateka. Aba kuchipata balanda ati mwana kalira bonzo, mwana umupase, mwana kalira bonzo, mwana umupase. Ala mapenzi bonzo na tukupela kolokota tumonenga mwala masupu tulefwa supu muri bonzo nasotera. Mama Pumulo, it's now 10 past 23 hours in Zambia.
I know, hakuna kulala. But
Hakuna kulala.
we are here to
But
say, it is Youth Day we are celebrating. So we are here to say African leaders, they run their campaign on lies. It's not we can mute by Oscar. Okay. Mubike pa mute. So we are saying,
Father Oscar, just mute your phone, please. Mute your phone.
Okay, bachita mute. So tulelanda pano kwebati African presidents ubufi lying on lies, and they have been taking advantage of their voters and population, riding on lies. A problem to quit, but technology has exposed everything. Technology, I think of all the African presidents who have been exposed, Mapenzi is the worst hit. Because Mapenzi used the technology to campaign like no man's business. Like
crazy. Exactly.
So if you kill by the sword, you die by the sword. Mapenzi used technology to kill Edgar Lungu.
Mama Pumulo, nabo bene abantu bakwe ababene baletwe bati no more tantameni bakwa Mapenzi. The technology ne bale bonfia. They are using the same technology that Mapenzi is trying to block.
But you know, they want actually fire number, fire to praise singer, to let tukana ifwe, but if we get to alanda batukaka. Fiyabaka kile uliomu mendo Jack Chama, elo kajaka mukashana kale tukana babemba, kale landa to have immunity.
You know, the good thing about being nicely brought up is that insele ifwe tashifuma mukanwa iyo. Twalisungirira fye mu mitima. Pantu nga twashifumya kuti mwaya ikulika. So, if we tulasunga fye mu mutima because of the way we were brought up. But mwalishwa abantu bambi they were brought up ukulafumya fye nsele anyhow. You know, so we are here to just give our comments and our critics on what Mapenzi has put the country through. Mama Pumulo, we have a special guest at 23, who's waiting to come live with us.
Can you join here?
Let me just find out.
And then we'll start again.
Yeah, let's end this live. All the insulters, please buy some more bundles. We are coming back live. Today, Mumfwe, Mwala Yumfwila, what Mapenzi did. So please call all your friends. We are back in the next 5 minutes. Call all your friends. Tufikeko nangu 1 million muyumfwile. Thank you.